on to the Reaver Tree. Now, the Reaver is an amazing class. I like the Assassin. I like the Reaver the best as well. I'm still undecided between the two as to which I prefer most. It just depends on the party. The Reaver is great in that he can self-heal. And by self-heal, I mean literally full health in about 2 seconds if you do it properly. So what I recommend is going down the Bloodlust tree here, all the way down to Rampage and Dragon Rage. I'll go over those skills in a second, but I'm just going to go right down the list here. First up, we have Devour, which is kind of your heal that you are given at level 1. Basically, it does damage. For every health that you lost, or they lost, I'm sorry, you gain 0.2% health back. Ring of Pain bonus is higher, and Ring of Pain is a skill that you drop. This is a good skill to start out with. I just feel like you can't really rely on it for sustained healing, but it's definitely a good ability to have regardless, especially when your Ring of Pain's up. The secondary or advanced one, after you attack with Devour, your next use of Dragon Rage has a better chance of ripping deeply into your target for a critical strike. Just an increased bonus of critical hit chance when you use this with your Dragon Rage. Ring of Pain. Mark the battlefield as your own enemies inside the ring take spirit damage, while your own attacks inside the ring hit harder. The more you hurt, or the more you are hurt, the stronger both effects are. You can toggle it on and off. It's basically a red circle on the ground. Inside the circle, it's a DOT. It costs 10 stamina per second. That's the thing. Your stamina will drain when you stand in it. So the object is to drop this after you initiate Rampage, and I'll go over that briefly at the very end here. The advanced one is the cooldown reduction is 4 seconds, cost reduction is 20%. So it uses less stamina for Devour and Dragon Rage, which is good when you're in that circle. Warrior's Resolve, stamina restored. I took this because stamina is a pretty big thing for me since I'm using Dragon Rage a lot. So for every 10% health loss, you restore 10% of stamina. Fervor, try this out. When an enemy dies near you, the thrill of death spurs you to hit that much harder. Damage bonus, because things die pretty quick, I took it. The damage bonus comes in handy. Blood Frenzy, every missing health you have, you gain 5% damage based on the percentage. Pretty self-explanatory. Always good to have because you're always missing health typically. Another stat unlock for every class. Bloodbath, Devour, and Dragon Rage now have a chance to weaken enemies. Weaken, I don't exactly know what it means. I assume it just means the damage reduction is decreased by 20% damage. I don't know. I haven't taken it, so I don't know. Scenting Blood, just a higher crit hit chance and speed bonus and stuff. Similar to Fervor. These are all the active abilities, like the Warhorn, little buffs or debuffs. Fear duration 6 seconds. Breaking the Spirit. Warhorn now shatters your enemy's guard. Panic enemies are too shaken to defend themselves, leaving their armor sundered. Bonus damage versus guard, 1200%. Flow of battle. Every critical hit reduces the cooldown times on your abilities, gives you the edge to finish off your enemies. I was thinking about taking this because cooldown for Rampage is somewhat large. I don't want to say it's huge, but it's large enough to where you can't use it twice in a fight typically. Challenge. Powerful Shout. Carries across battlefield, taunting a target enemy and improving your guard. This is the only tank taunt ability basically that the Reaver has. Additional health. Guard must be broken. Extra stamina with the advanced one. Biggest threat increase. I feel like Reaver's not really meant for a tank, but they can be tanky to a degree if gone this route. Terrifying Fury. This is always fun. Critical strikes have a chance to cause gory mess and send nearby enemies fleeing in panic. Once attack, it's a chain. Critical hit chain. Death blow, affected with fear or sleep. And then Rampage. Rampage is the active ability that you use to heal yourself. Basically, it increases damages, speed, health. But every time you hit an enemy, you're going to gain health. How much you gain, I don't exactly know from this. It doesn't say. But this is basically your bread and butter as a Reaver. Uh, Rampage toggled along with the Dragon Rage here. Um, Pretty much the best synergy that you can have. So if you don't use these two skills, you're doing it wrong. Um, Ring of Pain increases damage, obviously, by 50%. Damage bonus, you see there, costs. So this costs health. So when you use this, your health's going to drain. But if you have Rampage up, you sustain your health to where you're not losing health. You're actually gaining it. And then here's a cooldown reduction and even more damage bonus. So what you want to do as a Reaver is you want to pop your Rampage. And as soon as you pop your Rampage, you want to drop your Ring of Pain. And then you want to try and drop your Ring of Pain in the enemy swarm, I guess you could say, or at the enemy's feet, whatever. Once you do that, you just use Dragon Rage and go to town. Basically, you're going to heal yourself back to full health pretty much every time, unless you're getting sniped by the OP archers or whatnot. But that's basically the rotation. Rampage, Ring of Pain, Dragon Rage, then Devour if you want. You can always replace Devour with something else. I may do the same, maybe with one of the challenges or the war horns, and then use this as well. So give that a whirl. But yep, that's the Reaver. And then I'm going to do the Hunter next, and right now that should be it. I'm going to try and unlock the Necromancer today, so I'll have that up as well for people to check out. So yep, see ya.